Hi everybody, this is Simba Gauke. My contextual issue is I'm dealing with chaplaincy at the intersection of race and coloniality. I intend to deal with the underbelly of racism and coloniality in the American healthcare sector that prevents effective spiritual care. Generally, chaplaincy deals with the care of souls primarily from an individual perspective, but fails to deal with systemic issues in the sector. My passion is to expose the scene of racism and white supremacy in the healthcare sector and chaplaincy, primarily focusing on the ACPE, or the Association of Clinical and Pastoral Education, as well as pastoral care institutions that churn out chaplains that work in the hospitals and in prisons, especially chaplaincy. My intention is to offer the possibility of transformation and justice in the healthcare sector through chaplaincy guided by redemptive theology. I intend to explore and expose the underbelly of racism and coloniality through the lens of Patricia Hill Collins' matrix of domination, namely the structural domain, the disciplinary domain, the cultural domain, and the interpersonal domain. My utopia is actually called the Great Zimbabwe. It is an imagined utopia in the sub-Saharan, in sub-Saharan Africa. It is the home of numerous tribes and races that have evolved over millions of years and learned to stay together in harmony. The people in this land are governed by the Ubuntu philosophy, an ideology that states that human beings are only true human beings as long as they are in society or in community. Zimbabwe literally means the house of special stones, or the house of precious stones. This land is pregnant with wonders such as people from all races, wild animals, natural resources, including minerals. This African state is unique because it has never been colonized and it has never colonized any other nation, even though it is militarily strong and economically stable. The healthcare sector in this utopia espouses the Ubuntu philosophy instead of capitalism. The healthcare system does not commodify human beings. Relatedly, human beings are not viewed as separate individuals or individual persons. The Ubuntu philosophy espouses the notion that human beings are truly human in community. The true power of Ubuntu is witnessed in its ability to eliminate any form of alienation associated with the means of production, instead of techniques of domination associated with capitalism and colonialism. This system embraces an egalitarian society that is driven by love. This system is willing to see the image of God in other human beings and creatures or creation, and the barriers of race, gender, class, sex are obliterated by a social imagination of Ubuntu. The ontological feature of a human being is that he or she or them is immeasurable, ineffable, and inherently valuable. I am primarily from Zimbabwe. I was born in Harare in Zimbabwe, and I moved to United States of America in 2013 with my family. I'm married to my wife, beautiful wife, Miranda, and I have 3 children, 1 son, 2 daughters. My firstborn is a girl, my lastborn is a girl. The boy is in between. I have done 1 year in PhD at Bright Divinity School under TCU, Texas Christian University, and I've decided to transfer to do a doctorate at United Theological Seminary as I pursue a career in chaplaincy, where I'll be trained to be an advisor, a chaplaincy advisor. The reason why I'm doing this course is to be able to develop a hermeneutical framework that is able to expose the underbelly of systems of oppression within institutions. Primarily, we have been dealing with racism from an individual perspective, but I want to develop an ability to expose the scene of racism systematically and be able to deal with it on that level, as well as dealing with the scene of racism on an individual level. Thank you.